How would you define Stuckism?
Its movement started in opposition to really the conceptual artists and the prominence that, say, the Tate Gallery put on conceptual art as opposed to real painting. I mean, I think that the artists, or the original artists concerned with Stuckism, Charles Thompson, Billy Childish, etc., all went to Maidstone College of Art, if I'm right. They're associated with Tracey Emin, people like that. Tracey Emin was also associated with Billy Childish, and I think she said of his work once that you are stuck, at which Billy Childish wrote a poem of it, saying that he was stuck, but I think he was actually proud of being stuck. He didn't want to go the road that the conceptualist and Tracey Emin eventually went. Most people aren't keen on conceptual art, but conceptual art does have sort of notoriety and a celebrity. People pay high prices for their work. It seems like an elite that are trying to pull the wool over people's eyes, and I think that's what Stuckism is trying to say. Stuckism wants to go back to real art, real sculpture. I mean, it's not all pretty art, it's different, it can be controversial, but at the same time there's a skill to it, and it has something to say. I mean, for my part, I like the painting aspect of it. It's the conceptual art seems to be rather of our times. Painting seems to have followed the times of the people. Garbling now.
So, but some of your work here, for example, that piece behind you looks like a Kandinsky. That piece over there is simply a lovely flowering tree. Mm. So. You can swap genres, so to speak, and still be under this movement.
Yeah. I mean, really, if you're a painter, and if you love actual painting, and it's, let's say, from the soul and the spirit, rather than naked commercialism, which is what the conceptual art seems to be, because, I mean, to the Stuckists, the conceptual art, I mean, everybody's heard of the Unmade Bed and the shark. I mean, it seems a bit necrophiliac. Nobody can understand why it should be called art, because if it is art, then we're all artists, and we can do anything. We can throw a few clothes on the floor, it would be art. But that means that art loses any significance and becomes mundane, and art shouldn't be mundane. It should be something from the soul. You've only got to read Van Gogh's letters to see what he thought of art, and really, I think that's what most artists do think of it, but I can't really think that, although I can't speak for the conceptual artists, they might have something very spiritual in their outlook, I don't know, but I think really Stuckism wants art to be art and to have some skill and something that people can look at and feel better for, or even worse for if it's something controversial, but even so, something that makes them think. I'm not sure whether conceptual art does that. It's a sort of Emperor's New Clothes type of thing, in when they're telling you that it's good and they're telling you that it's art, and in your heart you're thinking, no, it isn't really. And I think that's why the Stuckists are so vehemently against it, partly because they are being paid a huge amount of money and they're winning things like the Turner Prize, where the Turner Prize, there's so many people doing good things with art, it seems a pity that they should be passed over.